Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, August 9th, and I woke up late. So I am here getting ready for the day, and we've got Luna here. Luna likes to sit with me while I get ready, because yes, I actually get ready on the floor. My husband hates it. I know, I'm a 32-year-old woman, almost 33, and I get ready on the floor. But what are you gonna do? The mirror's right here. I've got the window for some nice natural light, whatever. I'm continuing my reading vlog because a lot of you liked my reading vlog from last week. And this morning, the reason why I woke up late is because I'm trying to go grocery shopping. I like to get to the grocery store like right when it opens before all the craziness begins for the day. So I'm going to Trader Joe's. We've got a friend who invited us over for dinner tomorrow and a puppy play date. He's a really great cook, but he's also really great at like barbecue. So he was like, yeah, I'm gonna make some ribs and I'm gonna make some sausage, bring the dog over for a puppy play date. So get yourself a friend like that, because all I have to do is bring sides. And I feel like I'm a pretty good cook, but if I only have to bring sides and not the entree, yes, that's what I'm doing. So we're just gonna do the quick and dirty makeup right now because I really want to get to the grocery store. And then later today I'm gonna redo my makeup because I'm gonna film. You need like a little bit more exaggerated makeup when you film because then you won't get washed out. Okay, so I've got the dog in my lap and we are here. I always use hand sanitizer when I do my makeup, especially if the dog's sitting here. But that's because I use my hands a lot when I do my makeup for the day, so I've got my hand sanitizer. I forgot my priming spray. I don't know where my primer spray is. I don't know where my other one is. When I went to Houston, I misplaced it. This week, I've been working on 2 different books. I've been working on Sawkill Girls, and I've been working on, I've been continuing on Nevernight. So Sawkill Girls I've been doing on the audiobook, and I've had someone like recommend Sawkill Girls on audiobook as well. Right now I feel like it's gonna just be a 3-star read for me. It's good, it's definitely creepy AF. I'm like halfway through it and they keep like piling on a new twist. They've like literally just introduced a new set of characters and I'm like, man, when is this book gonna end? The audiobook narrator and the setting of it, like it has this really like, she has this really otherworldly voice to match with the theme of the story, and I really appreciate that. Like the otherworldly setting, I'm totally getting it. I'm totally getting the vibes from it, and I really, really, really like the setting. I really like how Sawkill Rock, it just feels like super alive with all of what's going on. I don't know like how much creepier it can get because it just feels like it's like creepy to the max. I mean, do you like, okay, so this is probably the first time I've done a horror book ever, and I don't know if it's like YA horror that this is like specific to or if it's like all horror, but with the supernatural elements, like do you consider it to be horror or do you consider it to be something else? Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I think I'm in chapter 32. So normally in the day, instead of talking to a camera while I get ready, I do listen to audiobooks when I get ready in the morning, or I watch YouTube videos. Okay, so that's it for Sawkill Girls for now. Nevernight. Let's talk about that. Okay, so last weekend when I was reading Nevernight, I was definitely like, oh, I think this will be like a 3.5, 4-star read. To be honest, I was like going in there thinking like, there's no way this book is as good as everybody says it is. Last weekend I was like, yeah, I'm just like not totally into footnotes. I'm not sure if things will pick up. Now we finally got to the Red Church. Like that's where I left you guys off at. Was like I was at the Red Church. Well, now that we're at the Red Church, yes, things have definitely picked up. I wish we got like a little bit more time. I don't know, is it weird that like I wish we got into a little bit more of the classes that she's taking? I feel like when people talk about Nevernight, they don't really go into the fact that this is a grimdark book. They go into the fact that like, oh yeah, it's an assassin school and it's definitely not YA. It shouldn't be marketed as YA. I get that, but like nobody talks about the fact that no, this is like a freaking grimdark book. And I feel like for people who want an introduction to grimdark, why not use this setting, because it's a familiar setting to what they're used to at this school setting. Now that I've gotten like more than halfway through Nevernight, I feel like people who like Nevernight would definitely like the Book of the Ancestor trilogy. So I get where people were saying that, oh yeah, there's like so many similarities between the two. Totally get that vibe, especially because they're both grimdark tales. But I was also thinking that for like maybe a slightly less R-rated version, if you haven't read The Lies of Locke Lamora and you like Nevernight, I feel like just like that Mediterranean setting and the like political hierarchy and stuff like that, that was giving me some Lies of Locke Lamora vibes. Oh, okay, so the other reading update for now, for this week, is that I told you last week that I DNF'd a big ship at the edge of the universe. And because I wanted to play fair in the OWLs and actually earn the potions grade, I took to Twitter to ask for some help for some people to recommend another one of their favorites to me, so that way I could still try for that potions grade. I've replaced A Big Ship at the Edge of the Universe with Neverwhere, written by Neil Gaiman. That was recommended to me by Lee Nicole. She said it's one of her favorite urban fantasy books. That seemed to be really interesting, a good pick for me. So that's what I'm going to use for my potions grade. This is as good as it's going to get right now. And now I need to go grocery shopping. Because I buy too many things for the dog. I mean, I buy groceries too, but dogs need groceries. How do you know? How do you know this is yours? I literally just came in and I'm out of breath. I literally just came in and put this on the couch and she started jumping. She already knew it was hers. Okay, I have it set up. I locked her out of the room. Let's see what she does. Come here. Come here. What's this? What's this? What is it? Try it out. It's yours. Luna, try it out. Well, TBH, I didn't expect much. To be continued, Luna girl. Okay, quick outfit change, because when you live in Texas, you sweat like crazy. So, quick outfit change. I'm gonna show you what I got from Trader Joe's. Let me know if you like these things, because I really get meal ideas when I watch what people haul from the grocery store. So, I'm gonna do the refrigerated and frozen stuff first, so that way I can put it away. Whenever you go to Trader Joe's, you always have to get like all the dips and stuff. So, I have tzatziki that I'm going to use in one of my meals this week. This is one of my favorites. It's the reduced guilt chunky guacamole. I have the Mexican style corn and quinoa salad. This is an all-time favorite of mine. Unexpected cheddar cheese. We don't really eat a lot of cheese anymore, so I used to get 2, but I just got 1 this time. And then remember last week when I completely failed and didn't get Timmy anything? This time I got 2 of his favorites. So he really likes the wine country chicken salad for lunch, and he usually eats this with chips, probably Triscuits. I love to get watermelon slices, and then I put the Trader Joe's chili lime seasoning on there. I got some of the frozen fully cooked falafel. There was a restaurant that I used to go to all the time that had really great falafel, and then they sold their ownership, changed their menu. The falafel was no longer around, so I think that's kind of what like kickstarted this, is I really wanted something like that. This one you just like heat it up and then it's ready to go. So that's one of the frozen items. Some other frozen items that I got were the Mexican style roasted corn with cotija cheese. So one of my lazy meals this week, I really like to do spaghetti squash chicken Alfredo. So to make my life easier, I actually just got the grilled chicken strips ahead of time. This is the main thing that I wanted to do. This is the shawarma chicken thighs. So it's chicken thighs marinated in a shawarma spice. So that's gonna include garlic, sea salt, paprika, turmeric, parsley. I have not tried this one yet, but what I want to do with it is like a Mediterranean bowl. So I'm gonna do rice, chicken, cucumbers, tomato, tzatziki, and maybe some falafel if I really feel like throwing that on there. So that was kind of my plan. In the refrigerated bag, I also got a half gallon of 2% milk. And then I got 2 of these frozen tandoori naan breads, so I wanted that to go with my bowls. The organic blue corn tortilla chips. I was really looking for the sweet potato tortilla chips and I couldn't find any. Normally that's the one I like to get. I have 2 heads of broccoli. So my plans for this is that that friend of mine who's making dinner tomorrow, I'm gonna make a broccoli salad and save some of this broccoli so that way I can use it for my chicken Alfredo. Here are the organic cherry tomatoes. I got the teeny tiny avocados, white mushrooms for the chicken Alfredo, the Alfredo sauce, the low sodium garden patch juice, so it's basically Trader Joe's version of V8. Timmy really likes to drink that, so I was trying to get some for him. I got a red onion for the broccoli salad, a white onion for, oh yeah, I'm gonna do baked beans as well. I didn't show you, but I got some ground beef from Target and I really wanted to put that in the fridge. Spaghetti squash. I'm not doing anything with tacos this week, but I love getting the taco seasoning mix from Trader Joe's. I have like a ton of taco seasoning mix from Costco. That's where I normally get like a bulk of my spices, but the Trader Joe's one is really good. It's really spicy too. It's got a really good kick to it. I always pick up a few of those because I know I'm gonna use them. These are my jam. If you've never gotten the soft strawberry licorice twists or like any kind of Australian licorice, that's my favorite kind of candy, so I always get some. And then I picked up some basmati rice to go in my bowls. I always get cruelty-free items for like skincare, body care, hair care, but also home care. So one of my favorite brands for that is Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day. And this is one of their limited edition scents. It's the apple cider scent. I love it. It's the best. The only downside to the Mrs. Meyer's hand soaps is that you get through like half of it and then the scent does tend to dissipate and it's not as potent, but I really do enjoy this scent. Then I got 2 big cans of the baked beans. Let's see, this is the vegetarian recipe, the brown sugar hickory. So I'm planning on doing like a southern style baked bean with ground beef, bacon, onions, brown sugar, the works. It's not gonna be healthy in the least bit, but my friend's making ribs. That is it for my grocery haul. So today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my groceries away. I'm gonna eat some lunch, probably just some leftover pizza because I ordered pizza earlier in the week. And then I'm gonna do my hair and my makeup and I'm gonna film a couple of videos. And then I'll get back to some reading. So I did end up getting to, I think, chapter 41 in Sawkill Girls when I was around town running errands. So things are getting really intense. I just want to know how it ends. Like, I just want to know. All right, I literally just got done filming. I filmed 2 videos, so I'm gonna post the vlog next week plus 2 videos. So I just got done filming those. That's why you see the makeup done a little bit better. You see the wardrobe change again. And now I have to put all of these books away because I actually filmed the Do I Have That Book challenge. So there's a lot of books in front of me. I've been powering through Sawkill Girls. And I think I'm going to finish it today. My goal for this weekend was to finish both Sawkill Girls and Nevernight. Nevernight, I think it's going to take me a little bit longer this weekend. I'm definitely going to have to like really devote some time. But Sawkill Girls, while I was making my food, while I was eating lunch, while I was getting ready to film and stuff, I ended up getting through a lot more. So I only have 2 more chapters left. I think it says on the audiobook that there's 38 minutes remaining, so I definitely will be able to finish it, and I'm listening to it on 1.5, like 1.5 times speed. Oh my gosh. The audiobook narrator, in some of these passages where we're encountering the horror aspect of this island, creepy. So creepy. Like, I was like, oh my god. And I'm just like, it's daylight. If I was listening to this book before bed, that would have been the end of me. I wouldn't have slept very well at all. Yeah, that's my plan. I've got, how much left? 38 minutes left. So my plan is to put these books away and finish listening to this. And I'm planning on finishing this book today. That's probably the politest, like, Uber Eats delivery message I've gotten.
The most polite?
Don't you think?
Got some dinner here for you.
Ooh, that's mine. I got the beef bulgogi bento box. That's half of mine, actually. And that's the other half. I really wanted bento tonight. And since we're ordering in, I'm glad that you agreed to let me order in.
I can't barely move. That's double negative. I said I can't barely move, which...
Ooh, yes. I wanted a whole thing of dumplings.
Did you save the sweet and sour sauce that I had?
I didn't.
That was the whole reason for the egg roll. Oh, sweet and sour sauce.
They got some sweet and sour sauce. They're not going to not give you sweet and sour sauce.
I like how they put it in the box upside down. Both of them are upside down. This is the Cali Crunch. It's got avocado, cream cheese, crab, rice, and then it's all deep fried.
In case you wondered what Luna's eating for dinner, she's got her Taste of the Wild puppy mix. It's the High Prairie one with the buffalo and the venison in her puzzle bowl. Okay, ready to sit? Luna, sit. Yes, Luna, good girl. Okay, I've just dished up my dinner, so let me put the chopsticks out of the way. We've got the rice. We've got the rice right here, the beef bulgogi. These were 2 California rolls that came with it, and then the glass noodles, and then the tempura. The tempura, you know, delivery, it got a little mushy, but whatever, I'm not that heartbroken over it. And then, right here, this is the magic right here. Aloha shoyu. If you know, you know. If you don't, now you do. So, reading update. I finished Sawkill Girls earlier this afternoon. I finished that one on audiobook, and just like I predicted, I gave that one 3 out of 5 stars. The atmosphere was really good, but there were many, many times that the plot would drag on, and when I was like halfway through the book, at this point we had so many like twists and turns with what was going on with the main horror on Sawkill Rock. I was like, wow, what could possibly happen in the next half of the book that we haven't already covered? So when I got to the halfway point, I really felt like I could have been done with that book, and I literally just kept listening so I could finish it for the readathon. Now, the look of shock and awe on my face, I had like started talking to Timmy before I turned the camera on because I was like, I just need to talk this through, is I literally just finished Nevernight. I went into this book thinking there's no possible way it's going to be as good as everybody says it is. I didn't go into it thinking I would not like it, but I also didn't want to go into it thinking I would love it. Like, this book I literally almost unhauled, and then everybody was like, no, don't do that, save it, and so I did. So it's a good thing that I listened to everybody, because I started off thinking it was going to be a 3.5, but then when we got to book 2 and then book 3, it completely skyrocketed to like a 5-star read. There was, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. When I have more coherent thoughts, I'll pick back up. But I just want you to know that I finished both of my books today, and now I've got to move on with my life tomorrow so I can keep the readathon going. But I do also just kind of like want to sit in my thoughts and my feelings about Nevernight for a hot second before I start on anything. So this will probably be the last update you get from me tonight. But just know that I am completely dead, and I bow down to everyone who told me to save Nevernight from the unhaul graveyard and to read it, because it was awesome. A windy day, apparently. It's Saturday, August 10th, and I'm on my way out for a nail appointment. So I get my nails done like once a month, and I always take a book with me because I get both a pedicure and a manicure, so when you're sitting in the pedicure chair, it's a perfect time to get some reading done. Okay, yes, so really bright this morning. So the book that I'm going to take with me is going to be Neverwhere, written by Neil Gaiman. So this is the illustrated edition, and this is what, see, this nail has to get redone because I tore it off already. Yeah, this is the illustrated edition. This is what I'm using to replace my potions grade. And yeah, I'm gonna get started on this while I'm getting my pedicure done. First, Starbucks. Okay, I had to get out of that parking lot. Like, on the way to the nail appointment, we have to talk about Nevernight. Seriously, I'm still not put together about what I think about it, other than it was awesome. The first part wasn't anything extraordinary. It didn't exceed any expectations because I pretty much knew what I was in for. I knew that it was going to be murdery. I knew that she was going to a school to become an assassin. I knew there was a character named Trick, honestly, because of Pierre Ford's updates when she's doing her filming. And honestly, their banter back and forth, like, on the way to the Red Church, like, while they're in the wastes, was like, not good. I found it to be, like, pretty annoying, actually. So for me, the book did not pick up until they're actually at the Red Church. How can you talk about this book without getting the spoilers? So this is a spoiler section. I'll let you know when I'm done talking about spoilers, but yeah, I loved Mercurio. I loved Shadowcat. I just loved a lot of things about Mia. I really enjoyed her past, but I wasn't, like, in love with the first part. Then, when things really start picking up and, like, I don't know, I just really enjoyed, like, all the different ways that the acolytes were dying left and right. I really enjoyed the brutality of the Red Church and all the school instructors. I went into this not fully knowing, like, how grimdark this was. I would say this is probably one of the more grimdark books that I've read as far as volume of blood, volume of, I don't know, there's a lot of blood. I kind of got to thinking that this is what I wish the Poppy War was. Comparing, like, a young female protagonist, grimdark, school-setting story. We have the Poppy War and Nevernight. Like, going head-to-head, and Nevernight just exceeded all of the expectations. Maybe it's the difference between an experienced author versus a debut author, because my complaint about the Poppy War was that it was, like, at times seemed like it was two different books, and this first installment of the Nevernight trilogy made it very clear that this is a trilogy, this is a continuation, only part of her story, and the fact that our narrator, whoever our mysterious narrator is telling us that this is not going to end well, and you think, at the very end, you think you know Mia Corvair, you think you know this girl that they call the Pale Daughter, but this is a story about birth, life, and death. And throughout the whole time, this narrator's letting us know that Mia's dying. It's very clear that there was a plan in place for this trilogy, and I think that's just the mark of an experienced author versus a debut author. It was so good. So freaking good. The sex scenes, those were awesome. I wasn't anticipating some really good explicit sexy time. Like, the first chapter in the book, it's Mia losing her virginity, but it's told in very, like, broad language, and it's, these flashback sequences comparing her losing her virginity to her killing her first person. And it had taken us so long to get to another sex scene that I just kind of, like, forgot that there would possibly be sex in this book. But honestly, it was like, I think it was Mia's and Trick's second sex scene, where all of a sudden I'm reading on the page and I was like, oh, are they 69ing? And I was like, yes, they are. Good on you. I don't know, I guess the sex scenes that I've been reading in books have been pretty stale lately, because that was, like, the sauciest thing I'd read in a while, so très bien. A lot of the times I'm just like, I don't really like sex scenes in fantasy. I just don't think they really have an appropriate place. Like, there's just so many times where there's just not an appropriate place to put a sex scene. In a fantasy book, no, this was well done. I would say that the ending of Nevernight, when we discover that it's Ashlyn the whole time, and honestly, I was, like, kicking myself in the butt for not picking up on it. I kind of, like, at one point was like, maybe it's her. Everybody's killing everybody, and then I forgot about it for a while. Like, I forgot about the fact that there is just someone random somewhere murdering all these acolytes. And they set you up to think that it might be Jessamine, but that's the obvious choice. And then for a while I thought it could have been Hush because, you know, of course they also set you up to think that way, that something's up with Hush. He's constantly in the shadows. The fact that pretty much everyone died, the fact that Trick died, the fact that the Lord of Blades, Cassius, the fact that he dies in book 1, I was not expecting that. Man, I was really thinking that we were gonna get some answers here. Alright, so he's out of the picture, Trick's out of the picture, so many friends are out of the picture so far. God, if we lose Mercurio, I'm gonna be pissed. Once again, like I said last night, I bowed down to everyone for recommending this book to me, for keeping me on the path, for not letting me unhaul it. Yeah, you're the real MVP. Sorry about the yellow light back there. But I just got back from my nail appointment like 20 minutes ago, and it was super annoying because it's supposed to be like a 2-hour appointment, and the girl went over like 40 minutes. So now I'm like desperately trying to make the food that I have to make for our party tonight. Not my party, I'm just bringing sides. So I ended up getting to like page 100, just over 100 pages in Neverwhere. And I have a feeling that like maybe I'm just not the biggest Neil Gaiman fan. Like I like what he is doing, but I also never completely have yet to find something of his that I'm in love with.
Ice, baby.
So this is like the 3rd Neil Gaiman book that I've read this year, and that's 3 more than I had planned on reading. Not because I was disinterested in Neil Gaiman, but I just like literally had no plans to read his stuff. I like it. I'd say right now I'm really enjoying the story. We're definitely in the like the under London, below London, I think is what it's called. And so, you know, any setting with London that I'm just a huge fan of. And he just walked over the night bridge, and yeah. That's where I'm at right now. So it's like 25% of the way through. So I really do like the story. I'm still trying to find that like perfect Neil Gaiman recipe.
It's a beautiful night. I see the skyline where dreams come alive. Don't need you by my side. Gonna hit the city with my ride or dice. My heart was broken, shattered like glass. Believe that we were made to last. You took my walls down fast. There's no future, just a blurry past. That's why I'm done with you. Funny, I thought it was love with you. I never thought I'd break away from you, but now I think my light is shining through. That's why I'm done with you. Funny, I thought it was love with you. I never thought I'd break away from you, but now I think my light is shining through. Memories in my mind, like windows in cathedrals downtown.
Alright, before they're all cooked. So the beans consist of the baked beans, ground beef, bacon, onion that I chopped up. There's about a half an onion, half a white onion. And then 1/3 cup of brown sugar, a ton of ketchup, a little bit of mustard. I got some chicken broth in there, some garlic, some onion powder, and that's about it. So that's gonna go on high for 4 hours.
I never thought I'd break away from you, but now I think my light is shining through. That's why I'm done with you. Funny, I thought it was love with you. I never thought I'd break away from you, but now I think my light is shining through.
got done cooking, and now I'm finally getting a chance to sit down and actually eat my lunch, and it's definitely 3 o'clock, so it's a late lunch. Most likely I'm going to eat my lunch, and then I'm actually going to start editing some of the vlog footage, because I've just gotten a lot of footage, and I don't know, we've got an afternoon to kill. Yeah, so that's what I'm planning on doing, and then we're gonna go to our friend's house for some dinner. Okay, this is what the final product looks like with the baked beans. So now that it's 6 o'clock, we're gonna start getting ready to go. And this is my salad that I made. Dang it.
Oh, well, because I stopped petting her. She was like, well.
I need to know what the category is.
Maybe turn the volume up on the timer so it's like...
Lame City.
Lame City?
Lame City.
What a lame category.
Yeah, it's a pretty shitty category. 1, 2, 3.
I can come up with something.
Lame City?
Lame City.
Am I not allowed to look at it until my 10 seconds are...
Look at it.
Go.
Yeah, but
She's
we
hiding
play,
under
like,
the
2 more
slide.
rounds, but we play it the other way. We just flip a card and a letter, and everybody just yells out an answer.
Yeah, let's try that way.
Sorry. Oh my gosh, sometimes it's so nice to take your makeup off at the end of the day. Alright, it is... Gosh, what time is it? It's almost midnight. And we just got back from our friend's house. My makeup is off. We're in bed. Puppy's in bed too. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. Just because tomorrow is Sunday, and tomorrow I'm just going to be editing vlog footage and the other 2 videos that I filmed, so I can have those ready to go for the week, and then just get ready for the week. I don't think there'll be much more in terms of like reading updates for me to give. So quick N.E.W.T. rundown. I have finished my Muggle Studies acceptable grade with Sawkill girls. I finished my Defense Against the Dark Arts acceptable grade with Nevernight. I finished my Charms acceptable grade last week with Scythe. And now I'm working on my Potions acceptable grade with Neverwhere. So I think it's Neverwhere, and then I have 3 more books left to be able to complete all the things that I need to complete for my ministry worker goal. So that's going to be my Exceeds Expectations grade in Defense Against the Dark Arts, and that's going to be Shadow Black by Sebastian de Castell. My plan is to actually start that, maybe I'll start that tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that. Because I was planning on listening to that on audiobook. And then Bound by Mark Lawrence is my outstanding Defense Against the Dark Arts. And then all I'd have left would be Transfiguration, which is Blood of Dragons by Robin Hobb. So I think that one is going to take me a while to get through, and I'm planning on doing like a tag team audiobook and hard copy, audiobook and physical copy, just to bounce back and forth with those. So I think I'm doing pretty good for like halfway through the month of August. I feel like since I'm 25% of the way through Neverwhere, I will probably finish that pretty quickly, and then I can get moving on Blood of Dragons, which will be really exciting. Twitter, Instagram, whatcassread, same as this channel, Goodreads, links always below. You know how this video's end. I'll talk to you later. Bye.